Welcome. This is the tutorial to show you how to demonstrate how to create a path and make the character move and animate on top of this path. Okay, so let's get started. So the purpose is to bind this character to the specific path, the Bezier curve. Right, so what we're gonna do, just go add and curve at the Bezier curve. We have worked with Bezier Curve before. I'm gonna just modify it. Just go to edit mode, move this guy. I'm gonna rotate also, like to create some consistency because it's gonna create issues with the position of the character. You can fix them, but you have to do the extra work. And when you add Bezier curves, make sure to move the whole character and edit it on a specific, unless you want to create something like that, like a path like that, which is okay, it's great. And you want a consistent path, like on the same space as an example. It's better to create something like that, to go to the side, specific, move to specific axis and make sure that everything works well. So this seems okay, but it will go to the side. You can see there's an issue here maybe. Go right click and go subdivide. You can subdivide, actually go to edit mode, select both control point and subdivide them to create this subdivision here. Move it up. That's easier right now. And then if you want to rotate it again, you can create a straight line here. Another straight line, as much as you want, right? Doesn't matter. And then if you want to extrude it, like extend it, you have to extrude. Right. Again, check what you're doing. Extrusion is like pretty dangerous if you do not control the extrusion, so that seems okay. And then I'm gonna lock to Z, right? And then I'm gonna just extrude again and extrude. I'm gonna select this guy, rotate, create this smaller, and this one is not the best, right? And I'm gonna also extrude here. See, it creates all that. You have to rotate it again to create like a better output here. And then I'm gonna move this guy, pressing G here. You can select the whole Bezier curve now. Right click and toggle cyclic. It's gonna connect the two sides, right? You wanna create a circular movement, a circular path. So that's the idea here for the Bezier curve, right? So now how we can bind, this character is animated, so you play the animation, is playing, it's walking, right? So I'm gonna go back to frame one. So select your character. Do not select the Bezier curve right now. And the purpose is to bind this character to the path while it's animated, right? But the first thing, the priority is to bind this character to the path, right? Select the character and go here to the constraints. Under the constraints, you find the follow path constraint. It's a relationship constraint. Do not go to motion tracking one. It's a very common mistake. Select the full follow path. Click here and select the Bezier curve. So click here and you have only one path. So it's the Bezier curve in this case. The moment you do that, actually I'm going to do it again. So the moment you do that, see the character is bound to the, actually this is the initial position, the starting position of your curve, right? So now your character is bound to this curve, so you can try the animation, and you can also we have to follow the curve, right? So now it doesn't work. So make sure that your character, at least it moves. Actually, it animates. We have an animation up to 40 here, and then make sure to select this follow curve. Right, this is gonna turn your character to the curve. Your character now is facing like correct direction. You can also go to -y because I created this path. If you want to follow this path, right, the path like anti-clockwise, go to -y. If you want to make it to move forward, -y. That's a part of the action here, of the path here. Typically, -y for forward axis and Z for up axis. Typically, Z is the up axis, right? It's great for our needs. If you want to rotate your character, you want to create something else than a character, yes, you can change that. And in most cases, the vast majority of cases, -y and Z. Okay, make sure you have the follow curve selected. Animate the path here, so you can see that the character, after clicking animate the path, it's following the path. The path is longer than we expect. We can fix it because we have to extend the animation to 100 to make it work. So if you extend that to 100 now, it's gonna move like further over the axis. I'll tell you why. I know that this is 100 because when I select the Bezier curve here, right? Go to Bezier curve, go to data, and go to path animation. The frames are 100 here. Okay, so you can, if you reduce them, you can create a different speed of the character, right? But okay, you don't really have to do it. Like I'm gonna set to 100 here. You can play with the total speed of your animation, decreasing the frames, increasing the speed, or increasing the frames and reducing the speed of your character. But okay, it's okay. Just leave it for 100 now, and go back to your character. So go to armature, and go again to the constraints. Make sure your character is following the path. You're in offset 0, right? So what we're going to do now, after animating the path, the character, make sure this is y minus y and z, and now we need to somehow animate it. See, when you play with the offset, the forward movement is negative, right? We don't want that, so set this offset to 0 for starters, and then go to, sorry, I'm in the wrong keyframe here, and make sure your character is in offset 0, and go to animation here to make sure that you have absolute control of this guy. Can you see this is character's animation, right? The walk animation. That's the walk animation here. So your character should be moving. But for now, we need to just bind the character to the spline. So select the fixed position. Right, and now when you move this guy, it moves forward on the axis, on the positive axis. So 0 means starting point of your curve. 1 means the ending point. You see it? It's moving forward, goes to the end, and then goes back to 1. Right, so we can easily do this now. So go to 1 here, and then after 1, make sure your selector is 1, right? And your offset factor is to 0. Right click and replace a keyframe, or press I and add a new keyframe here. Right. Then go to the end, like 100 as an example, 40. I'm going to go to 100 actually, in this case. And then it's 99, it's okay. And then go to the end and create a new keyframe. Right, so now your character will be animated on the keyframe. It stops animating the movement, so you can copy these guys here and move them 40, 60, as example here. Right, and add some extra animation, so test it again. Yep, yeah, in the end, just get these and move them here. You have some extra animation to the end, right? So make sure your character is here. So you can also set, like if you go to 50 here, and you can create a new keyframe just for reference, right? So now your character is animated over a specific path. Fixed position, offset factor, add some keyframes. What else you can do? Again, go to the Bezier curve, right? Go to object mode, actually, go to your Bezier curve, and go to the data, path animation, play with the frames, the number of frames. So it's going to speed up or slow down your character. I'll leave it to 100 for now. You can experiment as much as you want, right? And then you can also go to the graph editor and control your character. Go to the armature, select your armature. See, all these guys here are the different keyframes we created. So I'm going to press home to have a better visual here. Okay, that's perfect. I have already done this. So if you cannot see, this is too small or too large, press home in this case and gonna zoom in, right? So if you want to like now control the movement of your character, like the speed of your character, you can select this frame as an example, or the ending frame, and move it a little bit to the left, Z, right? And move it to the left here, and then move these to the left too. Oops. My bad here. I'm going to move to 1, 2, sorry, T and Z here, and D and Z here. And I'm going to select these two, G and Z. So I'm increasing the speed of the character, reducing the number of the needed keyframes. Okay, so that's a good approach to increase your character. If you want to like increase decrease the speed, you have to move all these to the right, right? See, in specific positions, it's going to slow down or increase the speed. And that's it. That's how you do it. That's the last thing I want you to do for these labs. And that's how you animate your character in a specific path. This is a game creation. So, of course, you could create the assets, right, for the game. So you don't really have to do it. But I wanted to show you that because at first it's pretty fun. And second, in some cases, it's useful for game development assets. Thank you for attending.